All right. I think we're live. Awesome. I'm going to just be going through this. If you're in the live, welcome. If you're watching this, like that it's recorded, welcome. Today is Friday. It's so easy to get the days mixed up in this time that we're in. I hope that you're all staying safe. You're all spending time with your family. I look a little rough right now, just got out of the shower, just got dressed. I'm going to walk you guys through my skincare, body care, and hair care routine for the morning. And I'll be doing a separate live/video for my nighttime routine because it does look a little bit different. My morning routine is a little bit lighter in products than my nighttime routine as far as my skincare goes. So first, I'm going to start with body care, just because that's the first thing I do. I take a shower, and I use Dove's. This is not like the one that's in my shower, but I had another one. This is the sensitive skin. Pretty much any Dove works for me. I like Dove because it's gentle, but yet cleanses, and I can use it on my face. In the morning, I like using Dove on my face. I know some people are going to come for me and say, why you use Dove on your face? Yes, I use Dove on my face. It works for me. Do what works for you, boo-boo. Don't shoot the messenger. But yeah, so I use this on my face and I use it on my other, sensitive parts, and this gets the job done. And then for my body, I'm a big body, I like my body to be really soft, really like everything. So I'm using right now the Nivea Foaming Oil. I had never used this before. Obviously, I've gone through quite a bit of it. I will say it doesn't foam that well. It's a foaming oil, but it doesn't foam that well. You do have to use quite a bit of it for it to foam. But it is really nice. It leaves your skin feeling super soft and delicious. I still moisturize after, but you honestly could get away with not moisturizing if you were really lazy. It has 60% oil in it, so it's super hydrating for your skin. And then when I get out of the shower, just so we can wrap up body care, I use the Sol de Janeiro Bumbum cream. And it's a very nice, rich body moisturizer, if you guys can see it there. It smells very sweet. So if you don't like sweet scents, you might not like this. It's not as sweet as the blue, tealish colored one that they have, but it is quite sweet. Oh my God, somebody's calling me. Hold on one second. Okay, false alarm. So I ordered food on Grubhub, so I thought it was my Grubhub. Anyway, so that's my body care. Oh yeah, so I like this because it's rich, but it doesn't take a long time for my body to absorb it, and it spreads out really easily. And the main thing for me for body creams is that they absorb nicely. So I like that this is rich, but yet it absorbs nicely, and it feels lightweight, but my skin still feels nice and hydrated. So this is the Sol de Janeiro Bum Cream. Now we're going to move on to skincare. So for skincare, I start off with my SK-II Facial Treatment Essence. I'm actually going to do my skincare routine with you guys right now. I don't have anything on my skin. I just cleansed with my Dove Sensitive Skin Beauty Bar. Oh my God, I'm out of breath. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I take a couple drops. I don't know if you can see that. It was just like a couple little ding-dings. Rub my hands together and press it on the skin. I like using an essence over a toner if I had to choose for my normal to dry skin, because it kind of preps my skin for my skincare, softens my skin. This one in particular helps with any hyperpigmentation. It helps with redness. This stuff is the Balm.com. And actually right now today, the Sephora Spring Savings event started for rouges. So it is going to be going on for about a week and a half. But yeah, so this is the time to get this guy. If you've been eyeing it or you've been thinking about it, now with the discount is the perfect time to get anything that's a little bit pricier because you don't feel so bad. So I like to say that the Spring Savings event is good for stocking up on your essentials and getting a little bit of your pricier kind of I want to treat myself products. You know what I mean? So that's my SK-II Facial Treatment Essence. I start with that. Then I go in with my serum. And right now I'm using the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Serum. This was actually given to me by Influencer. I got an Influencer box, so shout out to Influencer. And I like this. I like the Tiger Grass line because it soothes sensitive skin. My skin is not sensitive. I take that much. But I do have redness, like just kind of surface redness. That I've always had it. So it's not like rosacea or anything. I just get a little red. So I like using in the daytime, especially if I'm going to be wearing makeup. I won't be today, but I really like that this just soothes my skin. It helps to keep my redness at bay. It's hydrating at the same time, and it's lightweight. Daytime, I'm all about lightweight products that are still going to be hydrating because my skin is normal to dry. So that's my serum. Then usually I let like a minute or so in between each step so that my skin has time to absorb it, or you could just kind of feel your skin. If your skin feels wet, it's not ready for more product, but if it feels tacky or like it shouldn't feel dry, but if it feels like, like the skin has absorbed the product, then you can move on to your next step. So next step for me is moisturizer, and I kind of pair up two guys here. So I'll show you what I do. So the first thing I use is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Cream. So I use this because it's going to moisturize my skin and again, soothe my skin, and it's going to help with that redness from the Tiger Grass. So I take a little bit of this, about that much, not a lot at all. And I focus it on my drier areas. So for me, it tends to be in here, like where my smile lines are, my cheeks, and then I kind of just spread it everywhere, but I focus it in those areas first. And then I take my other moisturizer, which is my Origins Original Skin. Now, I know that this is a matte moisturizer with willow herb, and people are going to be like, Alex, I thought you hated all things matte, because I usually do. But I like this for daytime because I can enhance my glow with my makeup products, or if I really want to glow with no makeup, I can add an oil to my face. I kind of have room to do what I want. It creates a nice, it's a natural matte. It's not like I sucked your skin dry, because if not, I wouldn't be able to use that. But I like that it's just like a natural matte finish to my face. I use a scooper because I don't like sticking my fingers in things. And I don't use a lot of this, honestly. And it's like a gel-like texture, so a little bit goes a long way. This is how much I use for my whole face. So I just kind of put it on my tips of my fingers. I warm it up, and then I kind of focus it. I started on the outside because I didn't really put a lot of that Tiger Grass cream there, and then bringing it in. And everywhere, you want to make sure that your whole face feels like it's moisturized and hydrated. And then I move on to eye cream. And the eye cream I'm using right now for daytime is the Tatcha Silk Peony Eye Cream. And this is the texture. It's like a very primary texture, if you know what I mean. It's very silky in the name. I, again, use a little doodad guy. And this is enough for both of my eyes. And I like this because it smooths everything out for like concealer or anything that's going to go on top, but it's still hydrating. It brightens a little bit under my eye. You don't want to bring it in your, like, all the way up in your eye. You kind of just want to focus on the orbital bone. I like doing tapping motions, get that woken up, wake up under eyes. And then if you want, you can put a little bit on top there. But I love this eye cream for daytime. It's not what I would use for nighttime. I'm more of like a rich, give it to me girl at night, but for during the day, this is perfect. I just love how smooth it makes my under eyes, because the smoother the better when it comes to concealer. Sorry, we're on my terrace and there's a dog outside, so that's all that's going on. So after eye cream, I do sunscreen. So I'm using the Algenist Sublime Defense. This is an SPF 50, and it's UV Defense fluid. You got to shake your fluids. If your sunscreen is a fluid, you got to shake it up. And then I use maybe like that much. Not a lot. I'm not really going outside today, and it's cloudy, but I put sunscreen on every day, especially because I use a lot of acids at night, so it makes my skin sensitive to the sun. So even if I'm not going outside, I'm going to throw out the garbage, I'm going to do something, my skin's going to be exposed, and I can't chance it, guys. So sunscreen is vital, especially if you're trying to get rid of hyperpigmentation, if you're trying to get rid of post-acne marks. If you're not using sunscreen, you're kind of fighting this battle for no reason, because sunscreen is going to help. The first signs of aging come from the sun. I used to be a sun goddess. I still kind of am low-key. But when it comes to my face, I don't play. So I like a fluid for during the day, especially if I'm going to be wearing makeup. If it's summer and I'm just going to be going to the pool or the beach, I can use a little something a little bit thicker. But for when I'm going to be wearing makeup on top, I make sure to use a fluid because they're nice and thin. Sunscreens tend to have that bad rep of being thick and goopy and smelly. They've upped their game, sunscreens, since then, and fluids are my go-tos, and I try to go for 50. I don't use anything lower than like a 30, really, but 50 is my go-to. And then once I'm done with my sunscreen, I move on to my lip mask. I use this day and night. I know it says a sleeping mask, but girl, my lips are dry. As you can see, I have a bad habit of picking it, and now during this time of being home, you know, sometimes we get a little picky crazy. So this helps to replenish my lips, make them feel nice and soft. And I like that it doesn't absorb right away because my skin has time to kind of like enjoy it and have a moment. Again, I use a little thingy because I don't like sticking my fingers in it, but you can see it is quite thick. A little bit goes a long way, like a long way. And then I just use my finger to spread it out. Make sure your hands are clean when you're doing your skincare. I washed my hands before I came out here, so everything is nice and clean. And then once I'm done, if I'm not doing makeup, which I'm not today, I finish everything with the Tiger Grass Calming Mist. I feel like it just kind of sets my skincare in place, gives me a little extra boost of hydration after using that matte moisturizer, and kind of just like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. So amazing. Again, this was sent to me by influencer. The rest of the stuff I either got at Sephora or was given to me for working at Sephora, but pretty much everything I use you can get at Sephora. And like I said, with the promo happening, now is the time. And I just wanted to mention, I love the Tiger Grass just because of that soothing element. I don't know if you guys noticed in the beginning of the video or the beginning of the live, I had a lot more redness, and now my skin is kind of all like one tone, very soothed and ready to go. So that's my skincare. And then we're going to move on to hair care. So I'm not going to tell you guys about washing and all of that. If you would like to see a video about that, let me know and I can go through it. I'm just going to show you guys what I use kind of on the daily. I don't wash my hair every day, especially because I'm color treated. So I slept with it like that. I washed it yesterday and I didn't put anything in it. This is like my natural texture of my hair. I did work out this morning, so I will be using dry shampoo, especially in this back area because I was sweating a little bit. So I want to make sure that I really get that area nice and dry. So I'm going to start with, what are we going to start with? I'm going to start with my leave-in hydrating hair balm. This is from IGK. It's called Mistress. It has coconut oil in it, so it's very hydrating. Does it have coconut oil in it? Yes, it does. It has coconut oil in it, so it's really hydrating for your hair, but not heavy. It's a balm, which is a little scary to some people. I'm running out, as you can see. Maybe I'm going to need to stock up. I don't use a lot of it. I usually use more than this, but homegirl's running out. So I take a blob, and then I mix it with some IGK Mixed Feelings. This is my go-to for my blonde hair to keep me from beating the brass. I do not want my hair to look brassy. That's not my look. So to keep my hair from looking brassy, I use these leave-in blonde toning drops, which you can mix in with any product to make purple, which is amazing. Literally, this is a lifesaver. If you're blonde, you need this. So I just put in a couple, maybe like that much. It's a lot goes a long way because it is super pigmented. And I just I'm very low maintenance with my hair. I kind of just put it through, don't really focus it on the roots, especially because I need to put dry shampoo in there. So I'm kind of just putting it through everywhere to hydrate my, you know, color treated, tends to be a little bit on the drier side hair. And then I'm going to use my dry shampoo. So for my dry shampoo, I know I'm using a lot of IGK. I love their products. If you've never used IGK, you must, because it's the best. They're vegan, they're cruelty-free, they're gluten-free, they're sulfate-free. They're perfect. Amazing. So anyway, this is Direct Flight, and this is their Multitasking Dry Shampoo. They have 3 different ones. I love all 3 for 3 different reasons, but this one I like a lot because it has turmeric in it, which is antibacterial, which is perfect for after working out. They do have a heavier duty one, so if you really sweat and you really want to kill that oil, First Class, which is their heavy duty charcoal one, would be your best friend. But I like this one because it's kind of in the middle. It's not too much, not too little. My hair's not super dirty. I just washed it yesterday, but it needs a little something. And I like that this has texturizer in it, so it'll make my hair look a little like, you know, whatever. It's going to zhuzh it up. So the way I apply my dry shampoo is I lift and I expose and then I spray. And you could do the pulsing, you could do the whatever, makes you happy. You kind of want to do it like selfie distance apart, or like a muscle, like you're doing a muscle. You don't want to bring it close. It should never feel wet when you're applying it on your scalp. It's a dry shampoo. If you're applying it too close and it gets wet, like it feels wet, you're too close. You're not doing it right. Pull that arm out, okay? I know we're trying to like combat that oil, but closer is not better for dry shampoo. So we're going to keep going. My neighbor's watching me. Oh my God. Embarrassing. Okay. And we're going to keep going. Okay. So now my hair looks nice and big. And then we're going to do the crown because we get some oils back up in here. I know my hair looks wild. Okay. Then we're going to spray the crown. Get that crown going. And I bring it as far up, if I could piece it. I don't have a mirror. I'm using the camera, like I'm using this. Okay, that close. Then for the back, I kind of just lift all my hair up and spray it through the back. You're going to wait as much as you can wait. I'm going to wait like whatever, a minute or so. I don't know. I don't time it. I kind of just wait. The reason you want to wait is that while you're waiting, those powders in that dry shampoo are absorbing the oil. If you shake it out right away, if you brush through it right away, you're kind of not defeating the purpose, but you're not letting it really do its job. I see people apply dry shampoo and right away they're shaking and they're moving. I'm like, oh, let it sit there a little bit longer. So while that's doing its thing, I like adding a little bit of oil just through my ends to add a little bit more shine. I like my hair to look nice and shiny. The dog keeps walking back and forth. Nice and shiny and healthy. So I'm going to be using the Living Proof. This is their satin hair serum. It has no silicones in it, so it won't be heavy for the hair. You kind of want to stay away from silicones. I mean, they're not the worst thing, but they kind of add this coating and make your hair, it feels nice because it's nice and smooth and frizz-free, but it adds this weird coating to your hair, and after time it can feel like kind of nasty. So I use about a pump. I have a lot of hair and it's thick, so I'm going to just rub that in between my fingers and then just focus it on the ends. And I'm kind of rough with it. I just kind of pull it through my hair. And then that's it. I'm ready to shake out this dry shampoo. So I'm going to move my hair to the side here and kind of run it through everywhere I put the dry shampoo. Same thing on this side. And then I flip my hair over and work the one that's in my crown and in the back. I know it looks wild. And then I kind of just play with it, flip it around. I'm going to be home, so I'm probably going to end up clipping it back. But I like wild line hair. You can always brush your hair. If I was going out, I would probably brush it through, make sure that everything, is where it's supposed to be. It also helps to brush it through if you feel like you didn't distribute the dry shampoo good enough. You could just do one of these. But for the most part, that is it. that is my daytime or morning routine while I'm staying at home. If you guys have any questions about any of the products that I use, please let me know in the comment section. If you need any other recommendations of products, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to do another video on strictly my nighttime routine, which is going to be strictly skincare because there's a lot of products I use at night for different reasons. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're watching it after the live, if you were a part of the live, thank you so much for being a part of this live. If there's any other videos you guys want to see while we're staying at home, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely take the time to do those videos for you guys. And yeah, until my next video, I'll talk to you guys all very, very soon. Bye.